We have discord among the Banks family on Will's birthday. Episode 8 was insane. Let's get it. Well, before we get into it, if you like what you're seeing, please smash that like, hit that subscribe button. Let's help the brother with the algorithm and stuff. But episode 8 for of Bel-Air. Whoo! Boy. We're seeing the ins and outs and how deep this family anger and deterrent goes. Will is interested into finding out who his father is, which is going to be causing a lot of issues. His mum already wants to tell him, but Phil and Aunt Viv are like, no, this cannot happen. Again, we don't know what's going on here, but craziness, absolute craziness. Hilary as the sexy chef, she's questioning on whether to do this again. Look, episode 8 was just, oh, so good. So good. It was just, again, what we need, none of the comedy stuff, the straight up drama, and the realness of what most families are like. Obviously, Will's mom, Aunt Vi, comes out to Bel-Air to come celebrate her son's 17th birthday, and it seems that Will has had the thought on his mind that he wants to know who his father is for a very, very long time. Now, his mom has the thoughts, and consistently she keeps thinking of wanting to tell him, and everyone, all the adults, Uncle Phil, Aunt Viv, they're all like, no. But during the whole episode, you can see that everyone is starting to click. Everyone is starting to get their thought process going. Phil and Geoffrey have a disagreement. Phil is asking Geoffrey, basically, I want you to make sure that Lou has nothing to do with Will. He can't get in contact, nothing. And Geoffrey's just like, I'm not down for that, man. Think about my son. Think about Carlton. Think about what Lou would. It's just like, we don't know how bad Lou was as a father. We don't know how bad he was before Will was even born. But in hindsight, has Phil and Viv had something to do with Will and with Lou leaving? There is a lot of questions that need to be asked. Will's birthday, obviously, look, Will introduced Lisa to his mum. Everyone is happy. But we do see the situations come across that everyone is really, really arguing and not doing what they want. Now, you can see throughout the episode that Aunt Viv, and Aunt and Vi, they've got a lot of deep-rooted anger towards each other, and you see it come up time and time throughout the episode. At like the 15-minute mark, you see them bring up a lot of stuff. They start arguing. Will calms it down. They start arguing again later on in the episode. Will calms it down again, and it keeps happening. Every time it happens, Will calms everything down and basically reminds everyone, it's my birthday. I want to have a peaceful weekend. I even remembered when you were arguing when I was a kid. So, it's been there probably throughout the whole of Will's life. Will just remembers it. And then it comes to the point where once Will isn't even paying attention, that they really finally blow up. And this is when they're opening Will's presents. Will is looking at his new his new limited edition Jordans signed by Michael Jordan himself, and you could just see like just both of them arguing. Will gets a picture of him and his mum as a baby, and Will's starting to question things like, who took the photo? Cool. Her gift was very sentimental, and Aunt Vi was something that Will wanted. Jordans, everyone wants Jordans, and they're custom designed. So Aunt Vi couldn't handle that, and then it just blew up. Everything just blew up. It was pretty mad. Not gonna lie, the argument, you could just see everything, and everyone's just like, it happened. It finally happened. Wondering how long it was gonna take, and it happened. So yeah, but then Carlton goes to talk to his mom, tells him, "Look, don't you think maybe she's just angry, maybe she's just upset?" And then as Aunt Viv is talking everything through, she's starting to realize that her sister has been doing everything on her own. She hasn't had anyone there to support her. She's been doing everything on her own. Which is, she goes and talks to her sister. We don't know what happens after that. Then we see Will and Carlton talking. Carlton's basically saying, I had a lot of pressure on me before. Will's like, I need you to accept, like, everything's going on. And then Carlton explains. That he has the pressure of having good grades, getting his lacrosse team to a championship final, being the social guy at school, being perfect, doing this, doing that. And then Will coming into the whole situation, and everyone loves him. His parents loves him. Everyone at school loves him. The girls love him at school. Him being good at basketball, and then him finally hooking up with Lisa just broke the camel's back. It is what it is. It happened. It broke his back, and Carlton just couldn't handle it anymore. Obviously, that's where Carlton snapped, and that's how you saw that Carlton was so mean to Will in the first couple of episodes, because he just couldn't get his head around it. It was a lot of situations, a lot of things to just, hold on to. But then they finally come to the realization. Carlton says, I understand. I have to accept it. Me and Lisa are over. We're over. There's nothing else that we can do. We are over. But whoever she's with next, it's got nothing to do with me. As long as you don't treat her bad like I did. And they sort of got into that moment where it's like, alright, cool. Everything, we got it. We're down. We're calm. There shouldn't be anything else that breaks Carlton and Will up, or anything dramatic, because Carlton knows everything that happened with Will back in Philly. He hasn't said anything, and he's accepted that Will and Lisa are together. So that bridge has been crossed, and I feel like that relationship is just gonna go sky high from now on. But towards the end of the episode, Will does something. It looks like Geoffrey's about to hand in his resignation to Phil. It does look like that. But Will kind of stops him without knowing, and Will basically asks him, "Can you help me find out information about my father?" And Geoffrey already knows what Phil has asked him to do. Now Will's asking him to find his father. I think Geoffrey is going to do the right thing by helping Will understand who his father is and what's going on. But there's also going to be that thought process of, should I not? But I think he will. But that's for the next episode. That's episode 9. But episode 8 was amazing. Episode 8 was really, really amazing. It was brilliant. And if you haven't watched any episodes of Bel-Air, seriously, if you're in the UK, Sky is on Sky, well, Peacock. And obviously if you're in the States, it's on Peacock. And if you're anywhere else in the world, I'm sure you can find it on any sort of social platform where you can watch your TV shows. Whew. What? I don't know what that was. I kind of hurt myself there too. But also, side note for the show, Hilary has now moved out of the influencer house, but she has to pay Kylo 50k because she broke her agreed contract. That's a lot of money, and now she's living at a hotel. She's not. It doesn't look like she's going to tell her parents that she is living in a hotel. I think she's gonna try to sort this out on her own, and we're probably gonna see Hilary do some stuff later on to try and make some money. Maybe she might get a proper job working in a TV industry like she does in the 90s sitcom. We don't know what angle they're going at, but it does look like Jazz and Hilary's relationship is growing a lot stronger. So that should be good. But hit me up, guys, in the comments and let me know what you thought about the episode. What have you thought about Bel-Air so far? Because, hey, the show has been amazing. It's definitely been one of a kind. Well, not one of a kind, but it's been a great sort of reboot of the 90s sitcom. I've enjoyed it. I hope that you've enjoyed it yourself, because we only got 2 more episodes left. Only 2. And I kind of don't want it to end. I'm hoping that season 2 will probably be like a 22 episode show. Very unlikely. It will probably be another 10, 15. But they've done it right. They've definitely done this reboot correctly, and I've enjoyed every single second of it. But guys, thank you for jumping into the video, and let me know in the comments on what you think about the show Bel-Air. It's been one of a kind. It's been amazing, and you know what? It's been pretty much spot on, fantastic. But I'll see you next time, guys. Thank you all for jumping into Enrich Sports and Reviews. See you next time. I'm out.